Okay, hello Facebook world. Look, why am I clutching so many books? It's me, by the way, Alex William Smith, better known to many of you by my stage and business name, Jonathan Royle, hypnotist, mind reader, and all-round mind control and psychological sciences guy. Look, a bit difficult to keep hold of all four of these books like this. So what we're going to do is just gather them up roughly like so, because I'm here just to give you some insight into four books that I have been rereading in some cases over the past couple of weeks. All of these books, show you book number one, Get Off Your Arse by Brad Burton. You're going to notice a similarity in a minute. Yep, that's right. It's another book by Brad Burton. It's called Get Off Your Arse 2. Can you guess what's coming? Yep, indeed. Another Brad Burton book. This one's called Life Business Just Got Easier. And book number 4, I think you're ahead of me. It's another Brad Burton book, and it's called Now What? 4 books, all by the same author, all published in different years. I've actually put information above or below this video, depending on where you're seeing it, so you can quite easily order these. Now, the short version of this video review, the one-sentence version is, go to Amazon, follow the links above, and buy these 4 books. I guarantee you, for the tiny investment they will cost you, you will, as long as you actually do as the book titles in 2 of the cases say, actually get off your arse. In other words, put into action the advice and wisdom that's inside these books, then I guarantee it will be worth every single penny to you, not just for your business and success and all those side of things, but also for your own personal contentment, peace of mind, and happiness in life. So let's start with Get Off Your Arse by Brad Burton. This is the first of Brad's books. Brad, if you don't know, was born and raised in Salford, the notoriously one time incredibly rough and hard area of Greater Manchester here in England. And indeed, during the course of his books, I believe that's in part 2, off the top of my head, he goes into the day when his encounter with being shot at. All will make sense. If you're curious, buy the books. I don't want to give you any spoilers here. All I'm going to say is, look, Get Off Your Arse by Brad Burton was written in 2009, or rather it was published in 2009. It's 184 pages of no bullshit, direct to the point advice. For those of you who have ever been on any of my Jonathan Royle, the British bad boy of hypnosis, self-help, and mind sciences type seminars, or had any of my Jonathan Royle, British bad boy of hypnosis, self-help and mind sciences home study products, you'll know that I prefer a no bullshit, direct to the point, sometimes viewed by people as confrontational and controversial, shocking, but above all else thought-provoking approach to presenting things and sharing ideas and information. And I think that's one of the reasons I love this first book by Brad Burton so much, is because he's from Salford in Manchester. Well, I've lived most of my life in Rochdale, which is not too far from Manchester. And there's a lot of other similarities we have. For those of you who know my life story, who read these books, you'll spot those things for yourself. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you that this book is one of the most entertaining, but direct, truthfully, brutally honest self-help books you'll ever get. It says here it's voted best business book 2009. Funnily enough, but that was by his mum. It's a bit of a gag. However, that's relevant to the kind of wisdom and insights you're going to find inside this book. That was his first book. His second book, Get Off Your Arse 2 by Brad Burton, was published in 2011. This is 190 pages of pure gold. Again, that was followed up with in 2013 by Life Business Just Got Easier, and that's 204 pages again of its dynamite information. And finally, his fourth and most latest book, Now What, was published in 2016. That's 185 pages. Now, I have put the links above or below this video, depending on where you're seeing it, to Amazon USA and Amazon UK, where you can go and purchase all 4 of these books. And I would recommend that you do yourself a massive favor. If you've not read these books yet, then go to Amazon UK or Amazon USA at the links above or below this video and order all 4 of them. They won't take you long to read because they're so addictive. As long as you've got a sense of humour, and more importantly, you're prepared to take the advice you learn and do as Brad Burton says as the title of his first book, get off your ass, put it into action. No amount of advice, hard-earned wisdom and insights into business and life are ever going to help you as a human being unless you get off your ass and put them into action. Hence, book 2 is Get Off Your Ass 2. And when you do that and actually put into action the things that someone like Brad has actually found work in the real world, then you'll find that your life and business immediately would just have got easier and lead you to a point in life where you'll be asking the questions of now what, as you realize that those things that you once thought were your wildest dreams, goals and ambitions may not actually be what you want out of life. And that's something that I discussed in my Millionaire Plan home study set that was filmed as a seminar fast approaching 2 decades ago now. Okay, and that's where I say, in a nutshell, get these. You know, Brad founded 4Networking, the British networking breakfast meeting club where you go and, as Brad says in here, your aim should be to get people to know you, to like you, and then to trust you, at which point then they'll offer you business. And that's the whole point of networking. Brad does kind of give the message that, well, almost evangelical, and it's understandable why, evangelical message that networking is kind of the best way to grow your business. I agree, for the majority of people it probably is. It's not a way I personally go down the road of much, and the reason for that is, well, because I'm known as the British bad boy of hypnosis, and I'm perceived as being incredibly controversial, sometimes to the point of being offensive, obnoxious and whatnot, because the truth often hurts many people. So, you know, I leave it. People now come to me, which is actually one of the messages in here. It goes on about a thing called ACE, okay, which is Assets, Cash, Experience. It's an acronym for Assets, Cash and Experience. Assets, what assets have you got, such as reputation, testimonials, social proof and all that kind of thing. Cash could be cash that you've got to spend out to get your market position or advertise, or more importantly, what you can demand for your products and services. And experience is what you've learned in the real world and done in the real world. It'll make much more sense, that acronym, when you read these books. I don't want to go into too much detail because otherwise I'd be telling you what's in them. What I'm saying is that Brad is brutally honest with you and gives you tips and techniques and insights into life and business that will help you to be more profitable in your business if you take action and get off your ass, and will indeed help you to be happier, healthier as well, both psychologically and physically, and more contented in all areas of your life. People sometimes spend their life searching, thinking, you know, one day I'll be that multimillionaire and I'll have the big mansion and the big flash cars. And in actual fact, when they get it, they find that that isn't what they really wanted. What they wanted to be was happy, content, and have a kind of freedom in life that they can do what they want, when they want, with who they want, without incurring a penny in debt. And that's something that you'll get on the path to when you read these 4 excellent books and put into action the contents of them. But you have to, as Brad keeps saying, get off your ass and put things into action. There's one thing that I do kind of disagree with Brad on, albeit that only ever so slightly, and that's that the overall, one of the messages amongst these is that apparently there's no fast track to success. Well, there isn't. I agree with that. However, he does make out there's no such thing as any expert out there that can show you a way of, example, earning money while you're asleep at night, because as Brad mentions in his books, he then goes, well, then you've got to do tons and tons of work during the day in order to be able to earn money while you're asleep at night. In essence, I agree with that, because yes, initially, and that's the key, initially you do have to plant lots and lots and lots of seeds in order for lots of trees to grow. But once they get to a certain point that they're strong enough that they can grow by themselves, then it is possible to create multiple streams of passive income so that you can be earning money while you are asleep at night. So that is the only thing out of these books that I kind of disagree with, but yet at the same time I do agree with, because I agree with Brad that although that I'm saying I can show you, and have done in my Millionaire Plan sets and Passive Hypnosis Profit sets, the Millionaire Plan was a seminar I did almost 2 decades ago, that whilst in there I will show you information above or below how to create multiple streams of passive income and earn money while you're asleep at night. None of it will work unless you do what Brad says in his first book, which is get off your arse and put things into action. Only when you put things into action and actually plant enough seeds will some of those trees ultimately grow strong enough down the time so that, yes, I agree with Brad, there's no thing you can do where you just click your fingers and instantly you're going to earn multiple streams of passive income and earn money while you're asleep at night. Because as Brad correctly points out, you're going to have to plant a lot of seeds while you're awake during the day. But what Brad doesn't seem to mention in those books, and that's the only element I'm disagreeing with, is that if you plant the right kinds of seeds in the right kinds of manners, which I blatantly teach how to do in the Millionaire Plan set and Passive Hypnosis Profit, details above or below this video, with a discount there, which you'll see, then you can get to a point where there's enough trees when you've been getting off your backside, getting off your arse again and again, you can get to a point where enough of those have grown that then you don't have to make any more effort. Other people can be making that effort for you. So you can then just sit back and have that freedom in life to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, without incurring a penny in debt, and enjoying true happiness, freedom and contentment, and valuing the real things in life. Interestingly enough, Brad's first book, Get Off Your Arse, Brad Burton, and remember, links to purchase all 4 of Brad's books, and I strongly recommend that you do. Links for Amazon USA and Amazon UK are above or below this video, depending on where you are, to save you time searching for them. Go and treat yourself. Get all 4 of them. It'll be a tiny investment and probably the best investment you'll make in into your life and also your business. So to answer the question I put at the top, is Brad Burton more than Anthony Robbins, as some people have dubbed him, then my answer would be no. He isn't. And you know why he isn't? Because more of what Brad says in these books is actually applicable, truthful, and real in the real world of reality, and usable almost instantly. Whereas, no offense to the highly successful Anthony Robbins, but a lot of, well, not a lot, a large percentage of what Anthony Robbins comes out with is winky wanky arty farty, almost new agey, positive thinking bollocks. And as a trained and experienced hypnotist, hypnotherapist, and teacher of doctors, nurses, and psychiatrists, hypnotherapists, all manner of mind experts around the world, I can honestly say no amount of positive thinking is any good unless you actually also get off your ass and take action and put into action the advice and knowledge you can get from other people, such as Brad Burton, or also that you've learned yourself from your life, that you built up as your ace, your assets, your cash, your experiences. An acronym that will make way more sense when you do the intelligent think and order your copy of Get Off Your Arse by Brad Burton, together with his second book, Get Off Your Arse 2. His third book, Life Business Just Got Easier, and his most recent book, Now What, which will bring you to a point like Brad's arrived at himself, a point I arrived at close to a decade ago now, of asking, now what? And realising that the flash cars are one thing, the big houses, been there, done that, worn out the t-shirt and lost it all. Been there, earned loads of money, been bankrupt, done it. You know, there's more important things in life. Happiness, inner contentment are things that, on the one hand, money makes easier, but money can't buy peace of mind. Being true to yourself, doing what you truly want to do, what you truly enjoy, and spending time with those people that you truly want to spend time with is far, far, far more important. And that's where these books excel, and they will help you identify what you truly want from life. Well, they will, as you follow Brad's journey through them. By the time you get from Get Off Your Arse, where it's pretty much saying, Get Off Your Arse, where it's pretty much, Brad is very much about, one day I'll have the massive mansion and the big flash car, but then we follow him over the years, and it's not that he's given up, he's just realised what's truly, in fact, he's been immensely successful. That's why he's known as the UK's #1 motivational speaker. That's why 4Networking is the most successful and wonderful breakfast club networking meeting thing throughout England, Wales, Scotland and whatnot. But his goals and priorities changed. He realised by now that there's more to life than just earning stacks of money, having a flash car and a big house. And that's something I realised also in 2009, coincidentally, the same year that Brad wrote Get Off Your Arse, or rather the same year he published it, because that's when my daughter Ashley was born. So in a nutshell, buy all 4 of the books. The only thing I don't 100% agree with is the fact that it's implied that it's impossible to create multiple streams of passive income in a manner whereby you don't then have to make any effort and you can still be earning money. I do agree that there's no magic wand that means you just plant a seed and never have to do anything. Of course, if you plant a seed, you have to water it, you have to nurture it, and make sure it's strong enough that it can then stand on its own 2 feet. But that can be done with passive income streams. You create multiple of them. Some might fall down, but some will grow strong enough that you can reach a point where you can leave them to carry on, and other people will do the effort. I explain more about this in the free video that's also in the links above or below this, where I'll explain the 5-step plan to creating multiple streams of passive income. And there's also an offer there on my Millionaire Plan and Passive Hypnosis Profits video sets. So do yourself a massive favour, follow the links that are above or below this video. Now's the time to get off your ass and order the book of the same name by Brad Burton. While you're at it, also order Get Off Your Arse 2. And also order Life Business Just Got Easier and Now What. Read them in that order as they were published. You'll follow Brad's journey that's brutally honest, shocking, truly motivational and heartfelt. And when you take action, I promise you, it'll be one of the best investments you ever make. So yeah, in a nutshell, buy all 4 books. Please do share this video, help spread the love, share the details of these books with people you know, and yeah, bye for now.